Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Tactic Tester, and today we've taken over Manchester City and we are testing this tactic I created myself. I've tested it a few times now and I think it's pretty decent. It's based on the way Manchester City are playing and it uses their pacey players, and let's dive into it. But before we start, hit that subscribe button. We're currently 6 away from 50, so keep on hitting that button and hit that like button, guys. Alright, the tactic now. It's a 4-2-3-1. Uses a defensive midfielder, one forward, 2 attacking midfielders, 2 central midfielders, and of course 4 defenders. But we start out with the sweeper keeper on support in Ederson Morales, one of the best keepers there is right now. On the wing back, on attack left, on the right we have a wing back on attack in Cancelo. On the left we have Mendy, who is currently out injured, so he will be replaced in game, but he is in the starting lineup. And then we have a ball playing defender on stopper duty in Emerick Laporte, and we've got a ball playing defender on defense in John Stones. We use a deep line playmaker on support in Fernandinho. He's one of the best, and in my opinion at least, for that role. And then we have 2 Mazzalas on attack. We've got Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, and they can do a lot of damage to the opposition. Then we've got an inside forward on attack in Sané. We also got an inside forward, of course, in Raheem Sterling, and we've got an advanced forward on attack in Aguero. This tactic uses the positive mentality instead of the attacking mentality. Attacking does work out really good, so you can switch to it if you want for weaker oppositions, but overall positive works pretty decent, and it does a lot more damage to the tougher teams. Liverpool. In Europe you've got Zebra Real Madrid, or not Zebra Juventus, you've got Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern München, all those teams, and then positive mentality works better in my opinion. When in possession we've got a fairly wide attacking width. The defense is to play out the defense, and that's it. We use a much shorter passing directness with a lower tempo. The players are allowed to be more expressive, and we've got shooting on side to make the most out of the goals, or try to get as many shots on the goal, and hopefully get goals from that. Then in transition we've got counter press and counter, of course, and our goalkeeper has to distribute it to the playmaker, to Fernandinho, who then goes out and searches one of the Mazzalas or the inside forwards, who then bring it either to the advanced forward in Aguero, or shoot on goal themselves and score or miss. And when we're out of possession we have a much higher line of engagement, so it's really pushing the players into the opposition. We've got a much higher defensive line, which can be a problem for us if we're getting caught by pacey players on the break. Then this might be a problem, but it's also a good thing, because of this higher lines, the opposition is forced to play out the ball, and then out of the nowhere there are 4 defenders on that line who are pressing, and then it just works out better. Of course, with Ederson playing that high up, he can really contribute to the game and the way we play. And when he distributed this way to Fernandinho is already much farther up line. Otherwise he would be down here where my mouse is, but now he is all the way here to the outer circle of the center, and then it's a much shorter distance to the goal. I hope in that way that he can contribute a lot to the play. And of course the wing backs, we've got them on attack, so they will be pushing. They keep the inside forwards go inside, which means the wing backs can go and push up higher in order to form or to assist either the inside forwards or the advanced forward or one of the Mazzalas. Of course, we are competing in the Premier League, trying to win it. Same goes for Europe. The FA Cup would be nice to win, but if we don't, it doesn't really matter. Community Shield, always nice to win, a good start off. And the Carabao Cup I don't really care about. So most important for me are now the Premier League and the Champions Cup. So yeah, let's go fast forward to January 15th and see how we do by then. And it's now January 15th, and you can see here we are leading the Premier League by 3 points. We suffered 2 defeats, one against Liverpool and one against Chelsea. We had 3 draws, one against Chelsea, against Leicester and Crystal Palace. But we got some very important wins, including 2 5-0 wins over West Ham and Aston Villa. So I really like that. In the Champions League, we take on Zebra, as you can see here. Top goal scorer for us is here Sergio Aguero. In the FA Cup, we are currently in the 4th round, and we were knocked out in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup by Manchester United. So that stings a bit because it's Manchester United, but overall I don't really care. But we did win the Community Shield, which is always nice. The English FA Cup, both Jesus and Foden are currently top goal scorers, with Foden the highest average rating, which is impressive, but not that good. If we have a quick look at the player overview and then search for the top goal scorer, you can see here Sergio Aguero currently on 16, and Raheem Sterling is actually not that well. He's a little bit off because he's only on 11, but he's still on 3rd for that, so that's really impressive. Games won, of course, with first appearances, Aguero's up there, and highest average rating, Fernandinho is in there with a 7.46, so that's impressive. Most assists we got here, Cancelo on 8 and Kevin De Bruyne on 7. And if we have a quick look overall, sorted by goals, of course, Aguero, he's currently got 25 goals overall in 32. Raheem Sterling 16 in 26. Kevin De Bruyne got 8. Bernardo Silva got 6. Really good. And if we then sort out by assists, we got Kevin De Bruyne on 12, Cancelo on 10, David Silva, they're a big surprise, on 9 assists. Bernardo Silva in that case, he's on 7. Mendy and Fernandinho are both on 4, so they're doing pretty good. Only Ederson and Sané are currently below a 7 rating, but Sané got injured and was out for a long time, so he couldn't really play, unfortunate. But yeah, I'm not too shabby how we're doing. Happy with the way we've been doing things. If we have a look at the Champions League and then go back to stages, group stage, I'm not sure which group we're in, so that's an easy way of finding this. Here we go. We were in Group E and we finished 2nd, winning all 6 games, scoring 16 goals in the process, and only concede 3 in those 2. Atalanta didn't even manage to score against us, so really happy about that. In those 6 games includes a massive 4-0 win over Borussia Dortmund, a close 3-2 win over Dortmund, a 1-0 victory over Valencia, a 2-1 over Valencia, and we won against Atalanta 2 times with 3-0, so happy about that. But let's go to the end of the season and see how we done then. Alright, it's now the end of the season, and as you can see, we are Premier League champions with a 3-point lead over Liverpool. We did include a few more draws, 3 more in total: 0-0 against Tottenham, 2-2 against Everton, and 3-3 thriller against Liverpool. Happy overall. And if we have a quick look at the competitions, we won the European Champions League on penalties after a 3-3 draw against Paris Saint-Germain. We were knocked out in the 5th round by Chelsea, unfortunate. And now if we go to the Premier League player overview, you can see here Aguero, top goal scorer with 30 goals. Sterling managed to score 5 more, so he's on 16, finishing 5th in that. Fernandinho still in the top 3 for average rating, but I'm really happy with the way they play. And if we sort out quickly by goals, You can see here Aguero scored 44 goals overall this campaign. Raheem Sterling contributing with 27 goals, Kevin De Bruyne 14, and Kevin De Bruyne also got 17 assists, most out of any player there is right now. Bernardo Silva 12 goals, 14 assists, really impressive. And if we quick sort out, we then have Kevin De Bruyne first on set with 17 assists. Cancelo got 15 assists, Bernardo Silva 12, and Benjamin Mendy got 13 assists, including 3 goals, and Cancelo scoring 5 in the process. So it's really, really good. Ederson, how many clean sheets did you keep? He kept 24 clean sheets in 38 appearances in the Premier League, with conceding 29. Really, really good. And overall, he had 30 clean sheets and conceded 55 goals in 57 games. So really, really impressive. And he's been doing a killer job. So I'm really happy about that. And you can see here we scored the second highest goals, only Liverpool beating us in that process, but we did concede the least with only 29 goals conceded in 38 games. I'm really, really happy about that. 0 red cards and 49 yellow cards, which is just above just above 2 yellow cards every game, so not too shabby. Really, really happy about the way things are going. And the tactic does work out. Might need to improve on a few, for example, the wing backs, but and maybe another left winger, because Sané, of course, was injured, but that's not really his fault. Overall, I really, really like this tactic. I've tested it out with Lazio and managed to become second in the first season, losing in the Europa League final and losing in the Coppa Italia, but overall really, really good tactic. So it does work out really good. So it's on the Steam Workshop. Link is also down in the description below. Go ahead, test it out for yourself. Let me know what your results are. And then I salute you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.